you took part in the first
one
home run derby. Was 1985.
Yeah,
in the Metrodome.
In the Metrodome, where you take heavier workouts, and at that time fans were allowed to come in, which was great. And the PR fellow for the Twins comes over and says, "Mr. Garvey, we want to do a little extemporaneous home run derby with you." I said, "Sure." So it was Murphy and Parker and myself. And I think it was George Brett and two other guys. We each got 10 pitches.
Wow.
And I think I hit a couple out. Parker hit 3. And that was the beginning of arguably this great property on ESPN that may get as good a numbers as the game on Tuesday night.
Do you understand why some guys don't want to do it? Because they think it prolongs a slump. Judge got into a slump last year. Some guys are afraid of.
Absolutely. But
does that make sense to you?
Back when I was playing, right, we attacked the ball at a different angle. We want to hit line drives, backspin, so forth. Now it's about launch angle. It's low to high. The home run's the single most important element of offense now. So guys have a different angle approaching the ball. Strikeouts don't matter anymore.
Right.
I mean, I averaged 60-something strikeouts. One year I had 90, and I was depressed because I had 90, but Lasorda wanted home runs, and I hit them. So it can put you in a deep slump. By the way, the guy that leads the first round never wins. He usually worn himself out. But a lot of these guys have a launch angle just naturally, so go ahead and do it. It would have thrown me into a slump, or anybody that tried it.
The last home run derby I covered for ESPN, one of the analysts was Tony Gwynn, one of the nicest human beings I have ever come across. And obviously, you're known as a Dodger, but you played
until I crossed the 5 in Camp Pendleton, and then
and went down to San Diego, right?
San Diego,
and you got to play with Tony, right?
Yeah, all 5 years. It was his second year when I got there, and a little something about I'm in the back clubhouse of this dressing area in Yuma, Arizona at 7 in the morning, and nobody's there, and I'm jumping rope because I'm 34 and I know, I'm on a clock and I better get myself ready. And there's low lights, and I feel somebody's in there, and I turn around. There's Tony. He said, "Garv, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm buying time." And he looked at me, smiled. He said, "Am I going to have to do that?" I said, "Eventually." I said, "Because you're blessed and honored to play this game. Every minute of every day, take the opportunity to play as long as you possibly can, because this only comes around once." And he got it. He understood it. That's why when you saw Tony play, he never gave you less than 100%. And for me to be with him those 5 years was a blessing for me, because we talked about the nuances of the game. And I think I maybe have said one or two things that helped him. And for me, that's part of this fraternity of giving back, of us men who have been blessed to play it. So.
Yeah, he played 20 years. Played 20 years.
Yeah.
And you, sir, I know you're Southern California based. Please let me know when you're in Los Angeles. I'd love to have you on in my show studio there, too.
And my wonderful daughter, Olivia Garvey, works for NFL in Los Angeles.
She works on the Red Zone.
She looks like her mother. Yeah, works on the Red Zone.
Okay.
Which does an injustice to how pretty she is.
Okay.
So, but aside, she's loving it, by the way.
And
she listens and she learns from you and everybody.
No.
Listen.
No.
Let's face it. She's a little heavy in baseball.
No. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure that her work environment is good. She doesn't learn from me. She learns from Scott Hansen, the host of Red Zone.
That's right.
By the way, that's his full name, Scott Hansen, host of Red Zone.
So and chained to his desk.
That's right, chained to his desk. They slip the meals underneath,
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.